Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I'm just going to start today's second date update by reading you the email that we got. It says, Jubal, I'm emailing you because there are 3 things that you should never break. 1 is trust.
Yeah.
2 is promises.
Okay.
And 3 is hearts.
Oh.
And the girl that I want to call for a second date update broke my heart, and I
my
want to
gosh.
talk to her about it.
Bro.
So
Sad.
let's not waste any more time. We've got a broken heart emergency. His name is Danny. Danny, what's up?
Hey guys, thanks so much for reading my email. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome, Danny. I mean, it's pretty dramatic email, man, if you've only gone out on one date with a person.
Well, I think a lot of people know that love is something that you can't wait for. It's something that you feel. It's a feeling, and I felt it with Jennifer.
Whoa.
That's
Wow,
strong.
okay.
We're just dropping that right out the gate. Okay.
Oh.
I know I can be a sappy romantic. I really do know that, but I do believe that love is just something that you have to go for. And I knew that the moment I met her, that she was the one.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, well,
Crap.
Hey.
Whoa.
When you know,
overwhelmed.
you know.
I'm
I agree.
overwhelmed. Okay.
so maybe Jennifer was overwhelmed too. Well, how did she break your heart? And how's your heart doing, by the way? Is it mending at all?
I'm doing okay. I think that there's still hope. I think when we look back on this, we'll be like, this is how we all started. This is like the foundation of our relationship.
Yeah,
So,
man,
wait.
you gotta keep going.
What
Try
did what did you do on your date that made you feel like she was the one?
Well, and actually, I knew from the moment I met her. I actually met at a grocery store, and at the moment I saw her, I was at the checkout line, and we just kept making eyes at each other, and I let her go in front of me, and when she was leaving, I ran out after her, and I told her, oh, you forgot something. I handed her a cucumber, and she's like, oh, that's not mine. And then I was like,
Okay,
oh.
well, that could have been taken the wrong way.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, in hindsight, it's probably not my best, but I thought it was cute. And then I handed her a piece of paper that had my phone number on it, and she thought that was really cool, and she actually called me later.
Very nice.
Well, look at that. She fell for the old cucumber trick. Many women do, sir.
You're like, well, there's a lot more where that came from at my house. You should call me up. I got unlimited cucumbers, if that's what you're into. So she called you, and what did you guys do? Did you actually go out, or did she just break your heart over the phone?
Well, we actually did go out. We went to a really nice restaurant. We had a really nice, it was a really nice first half of the meal because my heart was telling me I had to be brave like the Knights of the Round Table, and I just got so full of energy, and I just halfway through the day I got down on one knee and asked her to go out on another date.
What?
Whoa, on a knee though?
No, why would you do that?
That's a lot
God,
of
you're
chivalry.
ruining everything.
I thought it would be really cute, and then I realized when I was in the moment, this probably looks like I'm proposing.
Yeah.
And it's probably really weird, but with love, you have to just go for it. I felt like I had to be brave about it, and I had to just make a nice gesture for her.
But why?
All right, and did she seem okay with your proposal for another date?
No, she got really quiet, and and I sat back down, and she said we can talk about this after the date.
Oh.
And did you?
Not really. I'm about to say goodbye, and I didn't even get a kiss. We just hugged, and then she drove away, and I just kind of sat there watching her leave.
Oh, man.
I'll be honest with you guys. I had tears in my eyes. I felt like I had really messed up, and I saw her driving away, and as I was starting to cry, I realized I could fix this. This is the story that we're going to tell our children one day. This is a story that love never quits. You have to fight for it. No matter what, it's worth fighting for, and we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this.
All right.
Danny,
I like
that's
that
a lot.
attitude.
It's a lot of resolve there, sir.
And have you talked to her at all since that day?
We haven't talked we haven't made conversation, but I've actually been leaving her really cute messages
Oh,
and
no.
a couple of poems and stuff like that.
Oh, boy.
Okay, Danny, listen. I'm just going to be upfront with you. You're freaking this girl out, man. I believe in love. I think love is a beautiful thing, but you don't even know her.
I do know her. What? Have you ever been in love?
Yeah.
Because I knew.
Yes. I've been in love. And, I had a really, amazing first meeting with my husband that later turned out to be my husband, but I just wanted to get him naked. I mean, that first meeting, there's a lot of different emotions that can be confused, right?
Okay, I think you're mixing up love with one night stands, because this is real. What I'm feeling is love. You probably haven't experienced that. This is something that's real. It's raw for me. It's something authentic.
Well, we've been married for 5 years and are 2 kids deep, but whatever.
All right, Danny. Well, let's not waste any more time. You said love is worth fighting for, so let's do it. Let's call her up and see if Jennifer wants to fight.
That's right. I think we're both fighters ready to fight for love, guys. Let's keep it
All
going.
right.
We got this.
Good attitude.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, and challenge her to a fight in your second date update right after this, okay?
Thank you, guys.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just joining us, Danny is on the phone.
Hey, guys.
And there's really no recap that I could give his first date other than to play this song and say, Danny, I'm sorry, but sometimes love is just painful, you know?
Hey, guys, look, thank you so much for taking a chance with me. Honestly, if you can get Jennifer on the phone, I'm going to be a full-time listener, and I'm honestly, if we figure this out, like, I'm going to be telling my kids that Jewel and Brooke, like, help find our relationship, help make it concrete. So thank you so much.
Okay.
No,
Wow.
no problem. Maybe you can name your firstborn Brooke and Jubal in the morning or something like that. That'd be awesome. Danny, if you haven't heard the first part, went out on a date with a girl named Jennifer that he met at the grocery store, and Danny is convinced that he is in love with her and she is the one for him. Even in the middle of their date, he got down on one knee to propose another date, not to propose marriage, but that kind of weirded her out, and then she left with just a hug, and he hasn't really talked to her since, and he's hurting right now, and our job is to help him not hurt anymore and see if we can get her to put his broken heart back together.
Now remember, guys, there's 3 things that you can never break. It's trust, promise, and heart.
Yes,
Well, you can.
get
It just hurts. I mean, people get broken hearts all the time, Danny, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it shouldn't happen.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
buddy.
Totally.
Well, we'll get her on the phone, Danny, and I really want this to work for you, but I promise you one thing. If we don't get you a second date, then you and I will get together, and I'll put you through an intensive course of how to shut off your emotions so your heart never gets hurt, okay? Because I'm good at that.
Okay, thanks.
Bury them deep.
All right, here we go. I'm going to dial her number and see if we can get her on the phone.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Jennifer?
this is Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. I've never heard of you.
That's fine, but I have heard of you and a lot of really good things about you.
What is going on here? I've got things I need to do today.
Okay, well, we'll get you off the phone really quickly. I just want to talk to you because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you. His name is Danny, and you and Danny went out on a date, and Danny adores
oh
you.
my God.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not him.
Yeah.
Whoa, he really
Oh, my
likes
God.
you.
Now he's using the radio to get a hold of me. Jesus.
You're a little sick
Yes,
of Danny, aren't you?
I never should have gone out with him.
What?
Well, and
Biggest
why do you say
mistake.
that? I mean, we actually talked to him about your date because he emailed us, really wanted us to get a hold of you. We talked to him, and he seems a bit over the top when it comes to his emotions, but doesn't seem
Yeah.
like a bad dude.
But he's over the top. He's too much. He's ridiculous. Did he tell you what he did?
Are you talking about when he dropped down to one knee?
Yeah, that was so embarrassing.
What was going through your head when that happened?
I was thinking, holy crap, is this guy proposing to me? I've known him for an hour.
Yeah, that's understandable to get a little scared about that.
I've never. I mean, he was like, I would be honored to go out with you on a second date. Will you please join me? Like, it was so strange. It felt like I was in, like, a play.
So, I mean, before that, did you like him?
I mean, when we first met, he seemed cool, but I don't know. It just started to get a little bit strange. He started talking about how many kids he wants and, like, marriage and things you
That's
don't really talk about on the first date.
Oh, I don't know, Jennifer. I feel like that's the normal progression of a first date, isn't it? You start with hi, and then you end with how many kids you're going to have?
Yeah, no, it freaked me out.
Okay.
It's pretty understandable.
And now my family's involved with it. Of all the things, I just wanted to get this guy off my back and never see him again. And now my mother and father are involved in it.
How are your mother and father involved?
You guys don't know that? Yeah, he called them. He called my parents.
Oh, he called.
What?
I did not give him their number.
What?
Let's keep that. Yeah, he found them. He found them like a crazy stalker.
Oh.
He was texting me every day, sending me poems. He sent me a sonnet by Shakespeare. And I was ignoring him for days, okay? And then all of a sudden, my mother calls me and she said, well, you know, Jennifer, you are getting a little bit older. I think it is time to start a family. And I said, what the hell are you talking about, Mom? And she said, well, this very nice boy, Danny, ended up calling me.
Wait,
And I said, what are you talking about? I didn't give him your number. And she said, oh, he seems like a sweet boy, very old-fashioned. Reminds me of your father.
no.
Wow.
He actually got your parents on his side, too?
Yes, she said he reminded her of my father. And she said, we only knew each other for 2 weeks before we got engaged. And it's, oh, look, you guys have only known each other for 2 weeks, too. You should get engaged. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Everyone has lost their mind.
I'm the only sane person right now.
No, Jennifer, that's not true. I'm sane also. It's Danny.
What is going on? Why is he on the phone right now?
Well, Jennifer, that's the way this works. Danny is actually on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Has he been listening to this whole conversation?
Yeah, he
I
is.
heard everything. Look, your parents, they are an example of pure love, and I want to have that kind of relationship with you.
I didn't give you their phone number. I never gave you permission to call my parents. That's the issue here. I don't care what my parents say. I don't care what you say. You found my parents' number and called them and tried to, ask my father's permission to, be with me. That's weird.
It's weird.
No, guys, look, honestly, Jennifer, I would go to the ends of the earth to find you. You didn't respond
You've
to any
known
of my
me for an
emails
hour.
or my voicemail.
What? You've known me for an hour. What is this, Romeo and Juliet? We're adults. We're. This is the real world. I don't even know who you are. You don't even know my birthday. Or maybe you do because you looked it up.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that he doesn't know anything at this point if he had your parents' phone number and called them.
Look, Jennifer, I'm not a crazy guy. Everything I did that night, I did it because I thought it would make you feel special. And, okay, I got a little excited when I got down on one knee and asked you for another date, but I wanted to be there for you. I want to be that emblem for you. I want to be someone who makes you feel special.
Whoa.
The world's crazy, and if one person can make you feel like you're something more than just what everyone else experiences, isn't that worth it? Isn't that worth fighting for?
I appreciate what you're saying. You're very sweet. You're a nice guy, but it's too much for me, man. I don't know what I can't. I'm so sorry, but it's making me uncomfortable. You don't want to make me uncomfortable, do you?
No, that's complete opposite of what I want to do. I'm sorry.
Well, that's
I'm
what
just
you're doing.
trying to follow my heart.
Okay, well, follow your heart with someone else, please.
Danny!
Ouch.
Danny, I thought you were going to try to dial it back, man.
Okay, Jennifer, fine. This is the last thing I will ever say to you. Look, there's 3 things I would never break. And that's I would never break your trust. I would never break your promise. And I would never break your heart.
Yeah.
I swear I can tone it back. I just got really excited because I wanted to make you feel special.
Well, how about this, Jennifer? Would you like to go out on a second date with Danny? I'm not down on one knee, but I'm over the phone. But we will pay for that date. Would you go out with him one more time?
No. No, 1,000 times no to use some poetry.
Jennifer, you heard the 3 things you should never break part, right?
Oh, yes. And, dude, you already broke my trust because you contacted my parents without me giving you permission or their phone number. That's kind of like the definition of trust.
I just thought I didn't mean to break.
No,
I
don't need to hear from you ever again.
Everything
Nope,
public.
nope. I'm done. I'm not doing this. Don't ever contact me again.
And there she goes. Danny, I think Jennifer hung up the phone.
Okay.
Danny, listen, it's really sweet that you believe in love at first sight and all that stuff, but you really got to respect people's boundaries, man.
Yeah, you're right. Look, maybe I just go back to the grocery store tonight and just try it again. And the universe is a crazy place, and I'm sure I'll be able to find someone. I just got to keep trying because you can't give up with love.
Yeah,
that's
Yep,
true.
you just gotta
up.
keep going, man. Just hang out in the frozen food section, and one day you will find that true love.
Do you guys really think so? Because I'll believe it if you guys believe it.
Yeah, true love is out there, man.
It's waiting for you, Danny.
That's really nice to hear, guys. Thanks so much.
And it might not be in the frozen food section. It could also be over by the condiments or the bathroom items. I don't know where it is, but it's in the grocery store, and you will find it. Trust me, I know you will.
Thank you so much. Remember how I said I would be your number one listener if you got Jennifer on the phone?
Yeah.
I will always be your number one listener for what you've done for me today.
Awesome.
You know what, Danny? A lot of people tell us that, and you're the only one I've ever fully believed.
Yep.
I know that you were definitely going to be there.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
We the best music.
Text in at 78592 says Jubal should have given that guy the number to one of his therapists. Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Good idea.
It's a great idea, but those people have their work cut out for them. I don't need anybody taking their time away from me. Talking about today's second date update. This dude, Danny, wanted to call Jennifer. He was over the top, in love with her. He knew it right after the first date. She was the one, but she wasn't calling back. And we got her on the phone, and we found out that, yes, he was a little over the top, but also he got in touch with her parents
So creepy.
in order to try to get him another date. And he convinced her mom that, like, he was the one for her, and even her mom was like, you need to go out with him again. So she obviously did not want to go out with him, and it creeped her out.
Dude, mom is desperate to get her daughter hooked up.
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
Whoa, mom, back off.
So they agreed to not go. Well, they didn't really agree. She said she's not going out with him again. He seemed to be okay with it. He also said that he will be a listener to this show forever because we were able to get her on the phone. And I believe him, because when it comes to passion, Danny is definitely a passionate dude.
He's committed.
He's definitely got that going for him.
Yep. And there's people texting in at 78592 who want a date with Danny, and I'm sure he probably already somehow has hacked into our text message board and found your number and will be calling you or your parents. So don't worry about it.